Hello, coming to you from beautiful Centennial Park in Columbia, Maryland. I'm Ericka Sallee from True Synergy, and nice to be back with you for another installment of the TruWoman series. I'm so excited to have yet another dynamic woman to bring to you. She is a licensed massage therapist, certified health coach, Zumba instructor, and doing so many other wonderful things in the community. So it's my pleasure to bring to you Miss Vondria Walters. Vondria, thank you so much for joining us. Such a beautiful, beautiful day.
Well, thank you for having me here today, Erica. It's just such a pleasure to be here with you on such a beautiful day with the water and the trees and this cricket that just won't stop.
He just wants to acknowledge that he's here with us.
Exactly.
And
you know, it's all happening in divine order. So
yes.
I'm just glad to be here to share with you and with your audience some things that are going on with me professionally and personally.
Well, we are excited about that, so it's nice to be able to bring this story to folks. So you have been owner of New Day Mobile Spa since 2005, so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, New Day Mobile Spa is a company that I own, well, part owner with my younger sister Kendra. And when Kendra and I came up with the concept of New Day Mobile Spa, it started as just a conversation between two sisters talking about where we wanted to be in the future. At the time, Kendra was attending Morgan University, and I was just I was a new mother at the time, so a lot of exciting different things going on in our lives at the time. But with that being said, you know, we wanted to address, you know, our dreams and our passions, and like I said, and where our careers were going to be and where they wanted to go. So with that, we started talking about, well, what it is like we like to do. And I was like, well, I always wanted to own a day spa. And she was like, oh, well, I always wanted to own a day spa too. And I was like, for real?
You didn't know that before.
I didn't know that before. So I was like, well, what are we going to do about it? Well, we certainly didn't have the money to purchase a brick and mortar facility at the time, but we wanted to be proactive with our future, you know, with manifesting our destiny. So instead of just, you know, talking about it, and we did talk about it, but we also got into action. And so we formulated New Day Mobile Spa with the concept of it being mobile. So we provide full spa services, pedicures, manicures, facials, you know, things that you would expect in a brick and mortar facility. We offer those services on site, and our technicians are licensed professionals, so it's not just anybody coming to your door.
Absolutely.
You know, saying, let me paint your nails. You know, these are actually qualified licensed professionals that provide these services, and we're able to do that on a mobile basis.
Which is beautiful because, you know, oftentimes people don't want to lose the essence of what they've received at the spa. So it's nice that you can bring that to them, and then they can still maintain that level of balance and peace within their own environment.
Exactly. So the convenience of, like you said, had them not having to lose that experience. So, you know, when you're getting a full deep tissue massage, last thing you're thinking about is getting up off the table and getting in your car fighting traffic to get home.
Absolutely.
You know, you want to relax for the rest of the evening.
And you want to enjoy
You want to enjoy that moment. So with New Day Mobile Spa, we're able to provide that to our clients.
That is wonderful. There's something that you touched on, and I want to make sure we don't lose this, and that is, you know, you recognize that you wanted to do this, but you didn't have the capital or the money to set up a brick and mortar, to go to a building and to incur all of the overhead costs. But you didn't allow that to stop your dream and your vision. You figured out a way to do something else that still gave you, you know, the vision that you and your sister sought out to at the very beginning of this, which is very important.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. And it's kind of like the saying, like putting the horse before the carriage, because neither one of us had the experience. Neither one of us were in the spa industry. I wasn't a licensed massage therapist at the time, and Kendra wasn't licensed as a nail technician. So it was just, two girls, two sisters. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, let's just do it.
There you go. You put yourself out there. You took a step, and everything else seemed to have fallen into place. So
Yes,
now you are now focusing on a new venture.
yes, I
So
am.
tell us a little bit about Mission Nutrition.
Mission Nutrition. Whoa. Well, Mission Nutrition is very near and dear to me. And what it is it's a project. But right now I'm calling it a project because I don't want to it might change from a project to an initiative, but eventually we're going to put this into a nonprofit
Okay.
organization. But this is starting off from the ground, grassroots, from the ground up. And what I wanted to do with the epidemic of childhood obesity, type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure, like our children are facing these preventable diseases
Mm-hmm.
right now. And then, not even to go to that extreme, but the lack of stamina and energy and attention deficit, and these types of things that our children are facing. And I wanted to do something about that,
Okay.
knowing that there's certain things that you can do in your lifestyle, as an adult to
Mm-hmm.
change these certain conditions. As a child, you can do them as well.
That's a very important message, absolutely. And I
Thank
guess
you.
teaching the children at a young age, and hopefully they would carry that behavior on into adulthood so that we can
Exactly.
minimize the chronic diseases that are so prevalent in our society.
Exactly. And I titled it Mission Nutrition with the word mission in front of it. And then nutrition, to nurture and to do things that are taking care of your body. So what I wanted to do with this is take what I'm doing in my household with myself and with my daughter, and the habits that I'm doing and the things that, we're doing as a family. And I wanted to share that with the community because am aware of, like I was saying, preventable diseases, but just, instilling these habits in our children at an early age so they can go on through life making better decisions about their nutrition and their fitness and their mind and their health and things like that. So right now what we're doing with Mission Nutrition is we hold weekly workshops because I
Okay.
wanted to be consistent with this message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can do, an event, quarterly or, every now and then, but in order to form a life habit, you have to be consistent with that. And so, with offering a weekly workshop, I'm teaching the youth, how to recognize certain marketing things that are deceptive, like labels and fat-free,
And that's
and
so
and things
important
like
because
that.
as adults, we don't, you go to the grocery store, you're looking at labels, you don't know whether to look at
Right.
the fat, you don't know whether to look at sugar, so you're really trying to figure out how to read labels and to understand what is it that I'm supposed to put into my body. And I love the fact that you are bringing awareness to children at such a young age because what we instill in them hopefully will carry through to adulthood. And it's very important that you're bringing the message about what you practice at home, and that speaks volumes because we don't want to send out a message to others that we're not practicing ourselves, and
Right.
that's a huge lesson to be said there. So
Right. So, it and it lets them, and I want to let them know that they have someone there for them that they can talk to as well. So, we're talking about the other day, as a matter of fact, it was really exciting. I had them draw rainbows. And with that, kids love to draw. And
absolutely,
adults love to draw
yes,
too. Like,
yes, we
so,
do.
But
Even if we can only draw palm trees,
yeah.
but that's okay.
So I had the children draw rainbows, and with the different colors in the rainbow, to name some fruits and vegetables that correspond with those colors, so that they can see that that we're all connected. So the rainbow in the sky is also the rainbow that you can be eating because it's being supplied by the sun.
I love that concept.
And they were able to grasp that concept, and they were really receptive to it, and we had a good time. And
I love that because kids need to be able to relate to something in order to grasp it, and adults
Yes.
too, to be fair. But you know, the child's mind is so easily massaged and manipulated, so to be able to make that connection for them was very important. So how are they receiving this, and not just the children but the parents? Are the parents getting or giving you the support in this effort that you see?
Well, the children, they love it.
Okay.
And I'm excited because I'm having a good time
Good,
in
good.
doing this as well. So we're doing activities because you as adults, we're in the adult mind, and we're like, okay, well, you got to do this and you got to do that, and sit still and things like that. But if you're thinking like an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old, you want to move around,
Absolutely.
and you want to like get involved and get your hands dirty. So when I designed Mission Nutrition, I wanted to keep it engaging and interactive. So I had them, not only are we drawing and we're doing yoga,
Nice.
we're doing breathing exercises, and we're juicing too.
Awesome, awesome.
Yes, yes, yes. So, it's a good time because I get to be involved with my daughter,
And she can be a part of the things
and
that you're
she
doing,
is
which
very
is
much a
important.
part. She is very much a part of the organization right now.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I so I appreciate it and commend you on this effort, because it's just so important to just retrain our kids so that they don't get accustomed to all of the sweets and all of the chips, and just all the things that you just really want them to be aware of in terms of their bodies. So
Right.
now we've talked a lot about the kids with Mission Nutrition. So what is it that you do as part of your regimen to keep yourself in balance, mentally, spiritually, and physically?
Well, that's a good question. Because with the things that I have going on, obviously I have to find some type of balance to keep me rooted. And what I found is that I meditate. There's certain things that I eliminated from my diet to help
Okay.
me think more clearly.
And things like what? What do you?
Well, I don't eat any red meat.
Okay.
I don't eat any pork. So I don't really eat anything with flesh.
Okay.
Every now and then I might have fish.
Okay.
And eventually I'll be cutting that out of my diet as well. But I found that, by eating certain things, more things that give you life, you're able to be more vital yourself.
Okay.
So I had mentioned juicing earlier when I had the kids juicing the other day at the workshop. So that's another thing that I've implemented into my life, are making homemade juices from my juicer.
Okay.
And with juicing, the things that you juice, because I'll juice apples and kale,
I have to say,
and cucumbers.
yes, and
Yes.
we've adopted that same practice with the leafy greens and the fruits and other vegetables, and my kids love it. Some folks in my household like just the fruits more than the fruits and the vegetables, but
Right.
they're at least getting the opportunity to see what the natural fruits and the vegetables taste like, and they're really good. So that's important.
Right, because what you'll find, like our palates right now are hyperactive with all the processed foods and the MSGs and the salts and the sugars and things like that, that our children and as adults are eating and being exposed to. Our palates are designed for our palates are not designed for all of that.
Okay.
So by them getting more in touch with the natural food and juices, is able to adjust their body to where their body is more acceptable to those things, and it will eventually change.
Okay.
So when we did the apple juice the other day, and it was the first time that they made apple juice, and it was just so exciting because my heart was just singing, because I was introducing something new to them. And it's something that I do myself, and for them to just take it all in,
It's
it's very exciting.
Nice,
Yes, it
very
is.
nice.
Yes.
And so, I can see and I can feel the energy and passion in what you're doing and how you give of yourself. So you have adjusted your diet, you go through a practice of meditation,
Yes.
and really just absorbing the beauty of nature, it seems.
Yes, I do. My approach to things is holistic because everything is connected. You know, we're here at beautiful Centennial Park, and we have the water and the trees, and and these different elements. But we're all experiencing this together, and we're all a part of that. And what I want to do is bring that connection back into us as people. And starting with the children because of the television, and the video games and the things that tend to desensitize people, and it's happening at such a younger age, earlier age,
absolutely.
So by having a vehicle where they can connect back to the source, by doing these different exercises with the yoga with the kids and juicing and having display of different fruits and vegetables that they never have seen before.
Awesome.
They're able to make that connection like, oh, well, I can do this with that, or this tastes like that. So
very nice, very nice. So if someone wants to find out more about Mission Nutrition or New Day Mobile Spa, how can they get more information about all the wonderful things that you're doing?
Okay, well, with New Day Mobile Spa, you can get in touch with us at our website at www.newday, mobilespa.net or .com.
Okay.
And with that, when you link onto there, you also can get information about Mission Nutrition.
Okay.
So I don't have a website right now for Mission Nutrition, so that is in the construction stages. I kind of put the horse before the carriage with this right here because I just wanted to
and everything else will follow. There you go. Okay.
So that is to come, but you can also get information about my project at Soulistic Living,
I see. There you go.
LIVING.org. So at Soulistic Living, you can find out more information about Mission Nutrition and what I do as a holistic health coach as well.
Well, thank you so much. We are so excited about the message that you're sending about health and wellness, about really touching the lives of our children and getting them to just begin to think about healthy practices and all the things that they can start to do at an early age, and hopefully will carry over into their adult lives. So we really do appreciate your passion, and as a token of thank you, you are the recipient of a wonderful beverage package. That I think will fit in line with everything that you're doing from True Cafe Blend. So we are grateful to be able to bring that to you. So we thank you again for your time. We really do appreciate it. The beautiful elements here again at Centennial Park in Columbia, Maryland. That's all the time we have for now. Again, I'm Ericka Sallee of True Synergy, and to find out more about us, you can visit us at www.truesynergy.org. Until next time, be well.